Hi, friends, it's Miss Ashley. I'm here today to read you some stories. Today I chose several different Pinkalicious books. So I'm going to read these to you and I hope that you enjoy them. My first Pinkalicious story is called Pinkalicious and the Fairy House. See the little fairy house she's built here? Let's find out what happens in the story. Pinkalicious Fairy House. It was spring. Spring is my favorite season. I love how the sky looks like cotton candy at sunset. Every spring, our garden comes alive with blossoms of every color. I know why our garden is so beautiful. It's because of the fairies. Fairies come to our yard and sprinkle fairy dust to make the plants grow. I've never seen them, but I know they are real. I can see sparkles outside my window. This spring, I had a plan. I would see the fairies. Pinkalicious, what are you doing? Asked Peter as I collected twigs and leaves. I'm making a house for the fairies to live in. They can live in our garden and we will be able to see them, I said. I want to see them too. Let me help, said Peter. He brought out his shell collection. Let's build the house here in the garden, I said. Fairies are sure to come by this way. Piece by piece, we built a little house. I wove buttercups around the door. Peter made a pathway with his shells. Soon we had a cozy home for the fairies. I couldn't wait for them to come. Every day I watched the house from my swing. See how Pinkalicious is in her swing and watching the fairy house? Do you think the fairies come out during the day? I'm not sure. Let's find out. I made a pond, a boat, and even a slide for the fairies to find. But the fairies did not come. When Peter saw how sad I looked, he said, "Cheer up, the pink flower buds are blooming." But I wanted to see the fairies. Suddenly, I had an idea. Maybe the fairies only come out at night, I said. Maybe they only sprinkle fairy dust by moonlight. I told Mommy and Daddy what I wanted to do. They let Peter and me camp out and keep watch for the fairies. Have you ever camped in your backyard with a tent and a sleeping bag? I did when I was little. It was a lot of fun. I didn't see any fairies though. That evening, Peter and I spread out our sleeping bags. I left the fairies a sweet snack of honeysuckle and berries. Do you think they will come? Asked Peter. Yes, I said, and added in a whisper, I really, really hope so. We told each other stories, and Peter fell asleep. As the night got darker, I heard crickets and owls, but not a single fairy. Once I thought I heard some soft, gentle humming. It was just Peter. He was snoring. I did everything I could to stay awake. I looked up at the moon. I counted the stars. I didn't want to miss the fairies. But as I counted the stars, my eyelids got heavy. I couldn't help it. I drifted off to sleep. The next thing I knew, I heard a bird singing. I opened my eyes. It was dawn. I heard hushed voices in the garden. Mommy and Daddy were looking at something together. How beautiful, they said. As I stretched, a sweet smell filled the air. All around me, colorful flowers were in full bloom. I looked at the fairy house. The honeysuckle and berries were gone. The fairies came, I cried. They came, but I missed the whole thing. Peter started to sniffle. Don't cry. Look, I said. Up in the air, I could see glimmers of light shooting across the early morning sky. Fairies! I gasped. The light shimmered brighter and brighter until it sparkled into sunshine. I knew you were real, I said. My family and I watched the sun come up. Thank you, fairies, I whispered. Wherever they were, I knew they could hear me. The end. That was a fun one. Okay, friends, I have 3 more Pinkalicious books. The next one is called Pinkalicious and the Pinktastic Zoo Day. Raise your quiet hand if you've ever been to the zoo. I've been to the zoo. What kind of animals did you see at the zoo? Wow. I saw monkeys and giraffes last time I was at the zoo. But let's find out what Pinkalicious saw at the zoo. One sunny Saturday, I squeezed my teddy bear tight. Guess what, Henrietta, I said. It's teddy bear day at the zoo. I'm bringing Fred, said Peter. At the zoo, we walked by the zebras. These guys could use a hint of pink, I said to myself. I waved my wand and pinka presto! A zebra changed the color of its stripes. Do you see the pink zebra? Pink! I waved my wand at the lions. The hippos and rhinos came next. Pink, pink, I commanded. What are you doing, Pinkalicious? Asked Peter. I waved my wand at him, too. Then I remembered the teddy bear picnic. I love teddy bears and picnics. Peter and I gave Fred and Henrietta teddyback rides down to the path. It's like piggyback rides, but teddyback rides. The teddy bear day fun was starting. We got bear-shaped balloons. We spread out a large blanket. We sipped honey tea and ate teddy bear cookies. Peter gave Fred a sip of tea, too. Fred said, "This is very good," said Peter. I couldn't wait to see the real bears, but when we got to the bears, they were all sleeping. It was boring to watch. Pinkalicious! Peter pointed. I looked up and gasped. Above us, a vine led from the monkey house to a field. One monkey was crossing over. Do you see the monkey here? He's grabbing onto the vine, and he's trying to cross over. The little monkey did tricks on the vine. She swung from side to side. She hung upside down by her tail. I didn't want Henrietta to miss out, so Daddy put her on his shoulder. See Henrietta, the teddy bear, on Daddy's shoulder? I saw the monkey look at Henrietta. She clapped her hands and hooted. I had a funny feeling that something bad was about to happen. Oh no, I cried as the monkey swung down low. She scooped up Henrietta. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle, Daddy said, amazed. I watched as the monkey scurried over to the field. She thinks Henrietta is her teddy bear, Peter said. The monkey rocked Henrietta and gave her a big hug. Peter laughed, but I didn't think it was funny, not one little bit. I tried everything to get the monkey to give Henrietta back. I sang to her. I made silly faces at her. I even asked Peter to try speaking in monkey to her. Nothing worked. She kept on playing with Henrietta. "You're making a monkey out of my teddy bear," I said. "I'm sorry, Pinkalicious," said Mommy. "The zoo is closing. We have to go." "Oh no, this is unbearable. What about Henrietta?" I said. I started to cry. "We'll think of something," Daddy promised. I didn't know what else to do. At home, all I could think about was poor Henrietta. I loved her so much. How could I explain that to a monkey? Suddenly, I had an idea. "Quick, Peter," I said. I told him my plan, and we got right to work. The next day, we got to the zoo bright and early. I found the little monkey right away. "I have a gift for you," I said. I held up the snuggly sock monkey that Peter and I had made. See the little monkey that Pinkalicious made? Good idea. "Now watch me," I told the monkey. I gave the new toy a squeeze. The monkey hugged Henrietta. I patted the sock monkey's head. The little monkey patted Henrietta. I tossed the sock monkey into the field, and the monkey tossed Henrietta over to me. I picked up my teddy bear, and the little monkey picked up her new friend. Boy, that was a good idea. Now the monkey has someone to cuddle and play with, too. "Goodbye," I waved. "It was fun monkeying around with you." The end. That was really cute. All right, friends. Book number 3 out of 4. Another Pinkalicious. Pinkalicious. Pink around the rink. What's a rink? Can you see what she's wearing on her feet? They're little ice skates. So what kind of rink do you think she's going to be in? I think maybe an ice skating rink. Let's find out. Pinkalicious. Pink around the rink. Yesterday, Mommy gave me a big surprise. It was a pair of brand new ice skates. "Do you like them?" Mommy asked. "I like them," I told her. But there was one thing I did not like. My new skates were not pink. They were not purple or blue or even green. What color were they? Can you guys see? What color were the skates? They look white to me. My new skates were boring old white. "I can fix that," I said to myself. I got my markers. I picked out the color called Cotton Candy Pink, and I colored my skates all over. I was very careful. Ta-da! They look pink-tastic. Now I loved my new skates, and I loved how I looked in my new skates. What does her face look like? Does she look happy or sad or frustrated or excited? I think she looks a little happy and a little excited. She's happy with her skates now. I couldn't wait to go to the rink. I would glide and spin. I would be so graceful in my cotton candy skates. These signs say 10, 10, 10. That means when people are skating and they get a score of how well they did, they give them a score between 1 to 10. So she got all perfect scores, 10. We went to the rink the very next day. "Your skates," said Mommy. "They're pink," said Daddy. "Cotton candy pink." I smiled. Mommy did not exactly smile. Daddy smiled a little, I think. "Ready?" asked Daddy. "Ready," I said. I was ready to go glide and spin. Have you ever been ice skating? I've been ice skating. It's kind of hard, it takes a lot of practice. I was not ready to wobble and fall, but that is what I did. I wobbled and fell again and again and again. Ouch! But my sore bottom wasn't the worst part. Is that silly? Her bottom was sore because she kept falling down. Ouch. The worst part was that every time I fell, my cotton candy skates left cotton candy spots and streaks all over the ice. Everyone saw. I started to cry a little. Okay, a lot. Are you all right? Mommy asked. I cry when something hurts too, said Daddy. It's not that, I wailed. Look! I painted at my trail of cotton candy pink and my wet, messy skates. I don't think she's feeling very happy right now. Let's see what happens. Mommy smiled at me. The ice is pretty and your skates are one of a kind. Pinkalicious, she said, just like you. I looked at my skates again. Shades of pink dripped and swirled and swooped all over them. It's nice to get a hug from Mommy. Or Daddy. Mommy was right. My skates look fantastic. I was ready to try again. Daddy skated with me and held onto my hand. This time, I didn't wobble and fall. I was very graceful. That was fun, I said when we got home. I'm glad, said Mommy, because I signed you up for skating lessons. My new skates and I can hardly wait to go skating again. It's okay to try something new, even if you're scared of it or even if you fall down the first time. Just keep practicing. All right, friends, my last Pinkalicious story is called Pinkalicious and the Pink Drink. Can you tell from this picture what the pink drink might be? I see some lemons. I see this pitcher pouring a pink drink. I wonder how she made the lemonade pink. What do you think? Let's find out. It's our last story, friends. It was a sunny day. Too hot to play. I was blowing bubbles in the shade. That made me think of the giant bubblegum machine at the toy store. I ran inside to check my piggy bank. It was empty. I wanted a gumball. I wanted 20 gumballs. I wanted 35 gumballs, pink ones. But how could I get the money to buy them? Mommy said, let's have a lemonade stand. Pink lemonade, I said. Pink, pink, pink. Mommy got out the pitcher and the sugar and the lemons. I know how. I'll do it myself. See all the materials she has here, or ingredients? There's lemons and sugar and cups and a spoon and a pitcher. That's pretty much it besides water. Maybe you guys could make lemonade at home. I put the sugar and the water into the pitcher. I squeezed the lemons. I stirred it all together. It was yummy. But it wasn't pink. What color is it? Right, it's yellow. I opened the fridge. I didn't find any pink lemons, but I found some other pinkish things. Pink grapefruit, pink watermelon, pink frosting, and a bowl full of purplicious beets. I put all of them in a pitcher and I stirred it up. My little brother, Peter, helped me put my pink lemonade stand up. I let him try the lemonade for free. Weird, said Peter. Kind of chewy. I like it. Mr. Peabody came by and gave me a quarter, my first real customer. Mr. Peabody made a face. It's definitely missing something, he said. Either that or it has too much of something else. What do you think? Is there too much of something in her lemonade? Let's see. I had an idea. The sweeter the better, I said. I ran and got the honey bear and squeezed the honey in. Peter stirred and, oh no, he knocked over the pitcher. I'm sorry, Pinkalicious, he said. Don't get mad. I got mad. That's easy to fix, Pinkalicious. We'll make some more, said Mommy. I started to get out the pink grapefruit, pink watermelon, pink frosting, and purplicious beets. What's all that? Mommy asked. All that's how to make it pink, I told her. Mommy said, how about we just use one thing to make it pink this time? And she pulled out some... What fruit is that, friends? Strawberries. That's right, pink lemonade is most often flavored and colored with strawberries. It wasn't as exciting or lumpy as the first batch, but it was still beautiful pink lemonade. I sold the whole pitcher in no time flat. That means very quickly or fast. Look at all those people. They look very happy to be drinking Pinkalicious pink lemonade. I went to the toy store with my lemonade stand money. 6 quarters, 4 dimes, 5 nickels, and 10 pennies. 9 gumballs, pink ones, 8 for me and 1 for Peter. Peter looked sad. I gave him 3 and kept 6. Peter still looked sad. I stuffed 1 gumball in my mouth, kept 4, and gave 4 to Peter. Even Steven, said Peter. He was very happy. That's a really nice thing to do, is share with your brother or sister or friends. Gumballs don't last forever, and my piggy bank is empty again. Maybe tomorrow I'll have a bake sale.